We dared to dream.
If you want to be a big company, you have to solve big problems.
We've got an opportunity in front of us that's absolutely massive.
People said this was a science project. It's like, no, these things never would come together. It's like what they said about the Golden Gate Bridge. Could never be built, should never be built. This is exactly what people said about Nutanix. When we began, it was basically just three of us.
When the Nutanix founders approached us, the single most interesting thing is that they had a really big idea.
It really meant that commodity hardware and availability of flash in the server can be leveraged by intelligent software that can scale and really transform the data center. It was a radically different idea.
When the idea was pitched to me, I thought it was very interesting, and I thought it would be fun adventure.
We quit our jobs, we incorporated the business, and we had the idea that we thought will actually go and change the world.
This whole idea of convergence of compute and storage is really a vision to simplify the data centers of the future.
Now, simple is hard. One of my colleagues says that complex is competent, but simple is genius.
We really think that our brand stands for uncompromising simplicity.
The idea really was to change the face of enterprise IT and computing.
So we said, can distributed systems be simple, where you can buy and sell it in the open market as a merchant-grade product that's up and running in less than half an hour and really easy to use like an Apple product? I believe that there is no more than 2 or 3 other companies in the world who can match us on balancing the left brain, which is this web-scale engineering, and the right brain, which is this consumer-grade design together in one. In 2010, most people were actually naysayers.
5 years back, people would have been like,
Servers and storage are different buying cycles, different teams.
this might not work out, probably not.
What gets done in Google at Facebook will never really get done in the enterprise. But then Flash happened on the server, and all of a sudden people started to think about what this would actually come to become.
The market has really coalesced around our vision.
Where we are right now, there are people who are following us.
This is the de facto architecture that companies want to use to build their data centers.
I'll never forget the first time we heard about Nutanix. Kelly came back about 4 years ago from VMworld, all excited, found this new technology. We had to try to meet our needs perfectly, and so we were their first customer and really excited about that, but we know we're not their biggest customer. And the fact that we're still getting the same level of responsiveness and same level of support 3 years later is really exciting to see.
Customers are deploying Nutanix for the simplicity it offers, the fast implementation it offers, and the ability for it to scale and grow.
We chose Nutanix for 3 main reasons. 1, technology. 2, support. And 3, vision. In other words, where is Nutanix going to take the technology that they're inventing?
You have to build a global company. 65% of our customers are enterprise or large enterprise customers. The big customers are no longer just coming from London and New York. They are in Bangkok, Brussels, Beijing, all these places. For us, the challenge and the opportunity is to continue to be that company that constantly disrupts itself before the market or the competition has a chance to disrupt it.
5 years later, what Dheeraj described about the how and the why of Nutanix and what it was going to do to change how enterprise computing works, it's largely played out the way he described it.
We have the ability to really bring enterprise IT back in balance with the public cloud movement.
We have dreamt big.
So I think we've achieved a lot, but what's even more exciting is looking out ahead, looking at the technology foundation that we've built, looking at the competitive landscape and how the industry is replicating what Nutanix is up to, and then looking at the team that we have.
At Nutanix, we always challenge the status quo.
What Nutanix is doing is not just an IT evolution, it's really an IT revolution.
I'm a part of history in the making.
Nutanix culture inspires innovation at all levels of the organization.
There's an open channel of communication between different groups here.
Working at Nutanix has really allowed me to do things I wouldn't have been able to do anywhere else.
We fully believe in our mission of going out and revolutionizing
the way data centers are designed from this day forward.
The culture at Nutanix is all about teamwork and helping each other out.
I learn a lot from my peers who are extremely talented.
Every day I come to work and I learn something new.
You have the freedom and the opportunity to challenge yourself to the next level.
Everyone's just so willing to roll up their sleeves and work.
We truly are a team here.
No one's shy to go beyond their categories and excel at everything that they do.
There's a really strong sense of energy and enthusiasm.
I think our management truly leads by example.
There's a culture around fun from the top down that's certainly encouraged.
The culture in Nutanix is so strong that you can feel it halfway across the world.
At Nutanix, we want to get to know you, not just your job, but you as a person.
The people here are all very hardworking, but also very cool.
I think the core of the culture is built around one word. It's empathy. Empathy for employees, empathy for customers, empathy for partners. No empathy for competition, but empathy for the people who really matter.
This is a company that has some of the best technical minds. Core engineers who come to Nutanix are people who have options to go to Google or Facebook. The whole intensity of the culture is about how do we keep innovating, not how we rest on the laurels of the product that we have.
And Nutanix has the opportunity to become the next 20, 30, $40 billion company.
In the first 5 years, we were changing a sliver of the world, the innovators, the early adopters, the early majority. This is going to be a very large market. Now you can really go and talk about changing the world.